Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. So today we are going to start looking at kind of like the second half of these Collecta 2020 figures. These are going to all be marine animals that Collecta has released this year. And they're very cool figures, very unexpected as far as I'm concerned. I did not in a million years expect them to release, maybe some, but just there was a plethora of them that they had released here. Kind of like at the end, they just unveiled a whole bunch of them to us, and I was very impressed by each and every one in the promotional images. And again, in person, they're honestly just as beautiful as the promotional images had led me to believe. This is the Belemnite, and it's a very nice, very striking looking figure here at first glance. It is overall very gorgeous appearance-wise and sculpt-wise as far as both sculpt and paint goes. A very underappreciated species. You don't see too many companies create figures of species like this. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at it right now. So starting up here, you can actually see the species name right here. I almost didn't even notice that before, but the species name is right there, as well as the Collecta logo. But you can see starting up here at the top of the animal, a really beautiful wavy appearance to this area of the Belemnite. And you can also see just in general, the actual texturing of the skin is just beautiful. There's very, very nice, very fine detail included that you probably don't even notice looking at the figure at first glance until you actually turn it and give yourself a really nice idea, kind of let that light shine off of it to show you how nice the texturing of the figure is. Very impressive, and I love the paint job that they've given it with this white coloration and then kind of a brown speckling, just speckling and spotting all over the figure. It looks very realistic, I think. Something I could 100% see this type of a species being as far as the coloration goes, but again, very striking at the same time. As we move down the figure, you do have a really nice eye, well, two eyes, of course, but you can see it's painted with a bluish coloration and then a nice big black area of the eye, given an absolutely perfect gloss coat, so it shines and glistens very realistically like it should, just like we have over here on this side. Again, that paint job is perfect as far as the eyes go, and the gloss coat looks perfect as well. Then as we start to move down here into the tentacle area of our Belemnite, you can see that the tentacles, each and every one of them, they're all sculpted out in different positions. They're all kind of all over the place, pretty much exactly like you would expect to see. But if you actually look at them nice and closely, the detailing here on the undersides of each is just perfectly done. Again, very highly detailed, each and every one of them. They are all very movable, of course, but they do, of course, then pop right back out to where they should be. And then if we look inside here at the beak area, you can see that as well is sculpted beautifully and painted with a nice brownish coloration. So as far as the sculpt goes and the paint of this, it is just off the charts. And again, a very unexpected release as far as I'm concerned for Collecta from the 2020 year. But a very welcome release as far as I'm concerned, because we don't have too many figures of this species, and I was really excited to get one from Collecta. As far as a size goes, for a length, you are looking at about the 6¼ inch range, or about 16 centimeters, I'd say, from the top of the animal to the end of that tentacle would be somewhere in that range. You're not really going to get too much of a size in any other aspect as far as the figure goes. That's pretty much your most significant part would be kind of like the entire length of the animal. So for a size comparison, there is Mr. Papo T-Rex, the Attack Pack, Glovosaurus, and Robert Muldoon next to our 2020 Collecta Belemnite model. And you can see next to these figures right here that the size is definitely quite impressive. It's nothing that's overly large. It's not any type of a figure that's going to take up way too much room in your collection, which is, in my opinion, a good thing, because there are quite a few of these aquatic animals for the 2020 year. So hopefully you'll be able to fill your collection with all of them. And again, next to these figures right here, you should have a good idea of this one specifically. So this 2020 Collecta Belemnite figure is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. The 2020 line is off the charts from Collecta this year, each and every release, and they've given us a ton of releases for this year. I've been very impressed just with the size of the 2020 year, but how good each and every figure was really has blown me away up to this point. And now starting with these aquatic animals, you can see that this Belemnite is gorgeous as far as the sculpt goes. Very nicely kind of portraying the movement of the animal throughout the sculpt and giving it a very appealing look in general. I love how they've given the tentacles a very wavy look. It almost appears as though it's just swimming along, especially as certain areas are kind of wavy and certain areas are just kind of all over the place. It just generally looks like it's just swimming along, maybe searching for something to eat. And overall, I think that the positioning of the body and the movement is pretty much exactly what you're going to get for this type of a figure, but it's really nicely done here on the part of Collecta. The sculpt, as far as the minute detailing goes, as per usual when it comes to a Collecta sculpt, is off the charts. You can see that that skin texture looks really nice, and each and every detail that should and would be occurring with this animal at this exact point in time with the positioning of the body is perfectly shown throughout the sculpt as per usual. You can also see that the paint job is really nicely done. I think the paint job is very appealing looking for this species with that whitish coloration and then that brown kind of speckling, and the brown and the white play off of each other really well. And overall, this figure as a whole is incredibly nicely done. Super nice 2020 release from Collecta yet again. So if you would like to pick this up, I will include a link in the description to Everything Dinosaur, where you can head over there right now and pick this up along with any of the other 2020 Collecta releases, as I do believe they have every one in stock currently. So make sure you go ahead, check the description, go pick up this beautiful 2020 Collecta Belemnite, and make sure you also like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.